Well, I would say unmasking Tinubu's declaration. As it is, what is the declaration all about? As Tony Ademiluyi something, yeah. Like the first I wanted to pronounce Femi Gbaja. I sang it like a song. Gbaja Biamila. Okay, this is Tony Ademiluyi. But notwithstanding, in 1990, during the early days of the political transition program of the then Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida led presidency, an unknown 38-year-old accountant in mobile oil producing decided to throw in the towel. Okay, throw. Wow, throwing the towel. What does that simply means? I know you are curious to know what that simply means. Okay, as it is, I don't know whoever could be the mandate. Well, has been said that in 1990, during the early days, which I earlier, reported, I would, want to buttress more the early days or early days, which was said by this article, says in 1999 during the early days of the political transition program of the then Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, though we used to call him Ba. But now this is Badamasi Babangida led presidency. I could remember 1990. An unknown 38-year-old accountant in Mobi Oil producing decided to throw in the towel to join the murky warfare of Nigerian politics. Wow, who could that be? Okay, as it is, at the time it was Akin for committing it's been recently Harakiri. I don't know what that simply means, but we'll get to know as we proceed. Harakiri, given the fickle mindedness of the regime with its banning and unbanning of politicians, political pundits and historians will call or recall the banning of gubernatorial aspirants like Joe Nwodo, Haide Onwaguluchi. I can pronounce that very well. Well, they are from Enugu State. Atiku Abubakar and Bala Fakaya of Adamawa State and Dakpo Sarumi. Yes, that name rings a bell, and I know some people would have been nodding their heads. Their name Sarumi. Yes, Dakpo Sarumi, and also Femi Agbala Jogbi. The Agbala Jogbi is of Lagos and is among many and others in the quest, and who in his right senses will give up a lucrative job in mobile with numerous perks, now allowances, fat salaries, global opportunities for worldwide travel, FT allowances for the unknown clerk and dagger world of politics. Now, this is the true story, and where we are going is not far-fetched. That man was Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There is no you don't need soothsayer to tell you that all this prowess and all this either city innovation or clamor innovation or political vision would go through as it is. In 1999, or rather, I would say let's retrogress 9 or 8 years back. In 1991, he contested the Lagos West Senatorial District election and scored the highest vote in the state, known with the subsequent Center of Excellence. Oh, come to think of it, I talked about mobile. Yeah. I want to retrogress, or let's say, flashback to, as it is been said that he worked in Mobi and left an oil company. During that time, I believe the only recruits they take is from the drilling session. And if you work in Mobile as at that time, yes, definitely, you know what oil simply means when it used to have value. I don't want to even venture into that, because the oil we have now, the crude oil you and I have now, is not owned by Nigerians, or let me say, it's not even owned by the government as they claim. The only thing is just they are collecting dividend. That's just it. So trade by barter. They have used. I don't know. Let me just say it as simply as it could be. We all are collateral. We are mortgage, or they mortgage us as collateral for that. You know what that is. You can expatiate on. That will be a story for another day. Let's talk about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How he came into limelight, and his progress is growing fast every day. That's what it is. Like I said, in 1991, he contested the Lagos West Senatorial District election and scored the highest votes in the state, known with the subquet. Yes, Center of Excellence. That's the slogan and the motto. When IBB, which is Ibrahim Babangida Badamasi, during the annual June 12, 1993 presidential coalition, which is NADECO, and battled the murderous regime of General Sani Abacha from exile in the United Kingdom. When democracy returned there to the country in 1999, he also battled the gubernatorial ticket of the Alliance for Democracy, which is AD, with the late engineer Funshaw Williams. Wow, you know what that story tells. The latter won the primaries, but was prevailed upon to step down for Tinubu. Tinubu. Well, it's to step down for Tinubu's struggle because it wasn't part of the democratic struggle, and was seen as Haley of the military since he served as the commissioner for works under Brigadier General Olagunsoye Oyinlola. I pronounce it very well. That is a call to glory, and therefore couldn't profit from the blood and sweat of the democracy Matthias. Let me come again so you could understand how this narrative went. He served as the commissioner for works under Brigadier General Olagunsoye Oyinlola, and therefore couldn't profit from the blood and the sweat of the democracy Matthias. Well, what that simply means is that yes, he has really worked for the entity. You understand? So as it is in a contest, we'll say Tinubu may not have came into limelight if he had not struggled. In the midst of Matthias, who Matthias are. That decision to deny Williams the gubernatorial ticket led to the entrenchment of the Tinubu hegemony, which has now had a 22-year-old stranglehold in the nation's richest state. What that simply means, he has curbed his way out. You understand? To at least to a state of prowess. You know what that simply means, because his antecedent has really spoken well of him, either directly or indirectly. Say you could Tinubu could represent whatever I want to represent in your constituents or in your jurisdiction, but as it is contextually when it comes to politics, he has paved way and made a mark for himself. Yes, that decision to deny Williams the gubernatorial ticket led to the entrenchment of the Tinubu hegemony, which is very obvious now and embedded. On January 10th, 2022, Tinubu, tired of being the kingmaker, decided to metamorphose. You know what that simply means, to aggravatize. I'm using bigger English. To step up into a king by notifying President Muhammadu Buhari of his intention to contest the 2023 presidential elections to succeed him. So all this English what they read now, 2023 election. Okay. Well, it was the biggest news of the day, and many political pundits and analysts are jostling to air their views on the burning issue. Well, Nigeria, I don't tie rapper, draw map for inside. Well, I would say some of his die-hard supporters throw his credentials as an economic miracle. He's an economic miracle worker in raising the state's internally generated revenue, which is the IGR, which is from 600 million naira when he first came into office to 10 billion naira monthly. Wow. Yes, and ensure that the state was independent of the center when he had a brawl with the then President Olusegun Obasanjo over the funds meant for the local government councils, which was denied his administration. Yes, he is also has been said to have produced many leaders. Starting from Babatunde Fashola, the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Ahmad Lawan, Femi Gbajabiamila. You can name them but few. And as it is, his declaration was said to have drawn the high of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo, who have been clamoring for power to shift to the southeast. Why nobody is denying the fact that the Jagaban Bogu has the right to contest for the presidency, which he said is his lifelong ambition. Yes, certain questions begging for answers need to be asked. There is a lot of controversies about him. Who are his real parents? Well, you can puzzle that, but as it is, what are his real names? Which primary and secondary school did he attend? When was he born? Did he really school in the University of Chicago? Given the scoop that the news magazine did on him, which alleged that he didn't go there, which saw the late radical lawyer and human rights activist Chief Gani Fawemi heading to court before the story was infamously killed. Wow. Indirectly or directly, we know what is embedded and the Matthias which he hid under. To buttress not much but few, these answers are important to Nigerians and also for Nigerians to make a highly informed decision as we are still battling with whether or not President Muhammadu Buhari met the constitutional requirement of possessing a secondary school certificate. Well, that's by the wayside. The office of the president makes him a public property of all Nigerians, and we deserve a satisfactory answer to the nagging questions raised above. Questions and why should you answer that question? Well, the time will not permit us to even ponder or puzzle over that. Yes, you are listening to Independent TV 7. This way I'm going to draw the curtain. I would like you to share your views in the comment section, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for listening, and God bless. Wow.